Hey Sagittarius, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. We are in Cancer season, just coming off of a new moon in Cancer. Cancer energy is all about building foundation, support, stability for our life, and in a way that's very nurturing to our heart, our mind, our soul. We definitely need this. There's been a lot going on, like a lot of reshuffling, a lot of changes, transformation, things being highlighted where we need to make changes, i.e. Pluto in retrograde. Pluto also moving into Aquarius. It's setting the stage for the next 20 years or so. And so there's this value of really kind of changing our perspective with how we're interacting and dealing with people, places, and things. And specifically as it relates to like what's not working anymore, right? Like what is not working anymore, simply put. There's a lot of different ways I can explain that away, but I think the value right now is just like not believing ourselves. That's probably not right English or proper English, but this value of like not believing what we're sensing, what we're feeling, what we're picking up, i.e. Neptune in Aries, and then doing the work around it to kind of make things happen in a positive way for ourselves, right? Like we all pick up intuitive insights, guidance. A lot of it depends on how centered, grounded in self we can be. And that's really what the astrology is forcing out of us, to make some changes, to make some adjustments. So we are making wise decisions, right? But that's why I like to start off with these energy cleansings, just because it can be a little wild, right? In the collective, it's really a great way to kind of cleanse out some of those blocks, obstacles, limitations that we're coming into, set the intention for the reading. It's also a really great way to set your own intention as well, especially if you've come in with something on your heart or your mind, Sagittarius, that you would like Spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a really great way to personalize these collective readings. And I do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you're interested in more of a realignment of self, mind, body, soul. I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When you're operating out of that space of feeling good, strong, grounded in self, that's really where we're tapping into our happiness, our fulfillment, our abundance. And we all deserve that, right? We all deserve that. So I would love to help support in whatever way that looks for you. Definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. Love. Amen. All right, Sagittarius. So I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like you feel like you're being attacked by someone or something. Like, I don't know if this person or situation is trying to like make you look bad or is like making you look bad to other people. Move on just popped out. So this is like a dynamic that it feels like it's worn out, right? Maybe there's been a lot of back and forth in this dynamic. Maybe there's been like a lot of unspoken tensions, lack of resolution. It just feels, maybe it's messy. You don't feel messy. I feel like if anything, like your headspace is getting a little bit clearer around this. But I also kind of feel like you're not fully aware of the impact that it's having on you. and I don't know whether that's like not acknowledging it or not processing it, or like, to me, this feels a little bit more like the gossip energy that surrounds you. Yeah. It does kind of, and honestly, like, we're getting a lot of this within the collective readings where it's just like, something's not working, and I love this. You've had some time, some space from someone, and it's also brought in a lot more clarity. I think it's revealing a lot more. I think it's way easier to kind of read between the lines, to pick up their thoughts, behaviors, maneuvers, etc. You're still communicating with them. I don't know. To me, it looks like things are still being hashed out. I don't think this is a clear-cut situation, or for you, at least this week, it is not, right? Like, you're still in discovery mode. And I feel like some of this discovery is connected to what is being said or told about you in the background that you're not necessarily picking up, that you're not necessarily identifying quite yet. I don't know. Like, I think it's hard to see through someone. This is like, it's hard to see through someone because I feel like either they're really good at saying like what you expect them to say, or like what you would want them to say, or whatever. They're really good at, I don't know. It's like they know how to get back in 100%. And as I'm saying that, the Knight of Swords flips out. Like, this is someone who strategically knows how to get back in. Whether they have created drama, chaos, whatever, etc. And now they're kind of making moves to like repair that. The communication is very revealing on some level. And like I said, it's not like they're intending to. I just feel like if you're listening, really listening, kind of reading between the lines, you're going to pick up a lot of information. Because here's the thing, whatever this is for you, it looks like it's on the verge of being done and over, right? It looks like it's something that maybe you or both of you are hanging on to a little bit too long, right? Like a situation that's been over and done for quite some time, but there are things attached to it, or like I don't know, like a little bit of a power struggle. Like, both parties want to be in control. Both parties kind of want to dictate how things will go. And yeah, maybe everyone's disappointed to some level, right? Like, just because we get in arguments and fights, have difference of opinions, etc., it doesn't make it easy. It doesn't make it easy, but there's more going on that meets the eye. And it kind of looks like someone is using you a little bit. I'm hearing like using you to kind of get to the next thing. You're a stepping stone. I don't know that you look at that person in the same way. There's something about them that's like hard to let go of. There's something about them that like, I don't know, like I don't know if it makes you feel powerful, or it, like I said, it's just really hard to let go of this person. You're kind of used to whatever this dynamic relationship has been because it's been around for so long. But as it's unfolding, as you're seeing more of this week, I think it's like way easier to kind of pick up the disconnect. This is someone who is unfortunately out for themselves. Regardless of what they say, regardless of how they say it to you, they want things to be in their way, and that's what they're hiding from you. Like, them interacting, engaging with you is for their benefit, not for yours. And I feel like you're interpreting it as like, oh, well, they're trying with me, they're trying to work it out, they're trying to like X, Y, and Z. And it's like, I don't really think so, you know, and not whatever, take whatever resonates. I'm not trying to make something out to be a bad thing if it doesn't fit, so don't pick it up. At the same time, like, I'm hearing that it's harder to see that side of it. Like, I think there's a part of you that wants to believe in this person, in this situation. I see you seeing some of the disconnects. I see you being honest with yourself about some of the things, breakups, separation, it's never easy. But like I said, this break that you got from them recently has been very eye-opening. It's not been easy. I think in some ways, maybe topically, surfacely, it feels easy. Oh, if I let it be okay, or if we just work it out, it's all going to be okay. But there does feel like there's some repeated behavior that you're starting to pick up on, that you're starting to see clearly. And like I said, it looks like it's more in their interest to reconnect. And for you, you're putting other things first. You're putting other things first that are more meaningful in your life, that actually require your attention. It's not easy. There's something about this dynamic where there is a disconnect, where like you're still struggling. Like, yeah, you can do it, but this can also be kind of that value of not really acknowledging how you feel. The reality, it's you know, this is a good practice, Sagittarius, for this week. Write a pros and cons list. What are you getting and what are they getting, right? Because I feel like that's part of where the disconnect comes into play, is you're not seeing how you're being shortchanged. It's more about like wanting the attention, wanting the validation versus like it actually benefiting you. And I think, again, as you've had some separation, as you've had some space, it's easier to see this now, present day. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt though, you know, like this energy is never easy. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be a lover. This can be a friend. This can be, you know, a business partner. This can be family. It's not easy. And I feel like you've kind of you're doing your best to compartmentalize like what has happened and why. I don't see you getting a lot of clear information out of this person, and that's why you have to listen to yourself. Listening to my inner self is meditation. This leads me towards enlightenment. I don't waste my time on distractions and illusions. I avoid gossiping and judging others. And this feels like this is one of those dynamics. I'm not sure that this is very clear cut right now. I'm not sure it's as easy to say, you know what, this person screwed me over, or they did X, Y, and Z, and it's better for me if I leave the situation. That's your energy. That's like what you're sensing, what you're feeling, but actually doing it is a completely different ballgame. And there is still a little bit of hope that like it's not worst case scenario, or it's not what you think it is. But at the same time, as it unfolds and as you're pushing yourself into a dynamic where it's like you have to be more rational and level-headed about this. And because of that, it's pushing you to not think so much with your heart, with your emotions, but more like, does this realistically make sense for me? I enjoy the freedom within myself. I am honest with myself. I can enjoy all the freedom in life, and I can share it with the world, right? So like this has been a really strong message in the collective, like recognizing that wisdom is in awareness. When we're honest with ourselves, when we're honest about what's going on in a dynamic, that's where freedom is, right? Because then we know what to do. Then we know how to work with it. If there's all this ambiguity, confusion, lies, you know, distrust, etc., it makes it really hard. I look after this planet Earth. This reminds me just a lot about stabilizing, grounding, feeling aligned within self. I don't forget that without nature, I am nothing but an empty self. I use my energy and wisdom to take care of everything around me. Animals, plants, and life. I feel it is my responsibility. I am also hearing this as like taking care of self. That's what grounding means. It's self-love, it's self-care. It's being present in our body, our mind, our soul, so we can easily sift through people who maybe just are not on the same page as us anymore. It doesn't make it easy. There still is some deliberation that you have to go through and really kind of vet whether this is worth your time and energy. But I definitely feel like a lot more is coming out this week to be revealed to you so you kind of know what direction you're going to take moving forward. So I hope this helps, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for your time, energy always. I super appreciate you, all the support that you bring to the channel. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I'd love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support to the channel. Know it blesses my heart, and I'm sending those love and blessings back to you.